Hi, thank you for coming to my channel. I'm Kay, Ascension technologist and psychic psychologist. Today, I would like to introduce you to an Ionic foot bath detox. And you may wonder why the galactic spiritual person is talking about the, physical health issue. It's very simple. We are human beings. We need to maintain our physical body as well. And if our physical body has a lots of toxic stuff in our body, it can cause illnesses and ailment. And it of course affect our emotional, mental, and physical, aspect too. So, it's better for us to detox anything, if we can detox, it's better to detox anything as much as possible. So this is the actual example. This is the first time the detox, was done, and the color is completely black. The water color was changed. So this is an ionic cartridge. It was put in the water, and then if you're waiting for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 20 minutes, the water color is changing because of this ionic, cartridge. Because of that ion, your body is, detoxing, toxic stuff out of your body, out of your feet. And because of that, water color is changing. And if you eat a lot of, Western style, diet food, you will have, more likely the watercolor like this, completely black. And, if you eat like that sort of diet, it may not be finished, in one session. If you have like 2 sessions and 3 sessions, you may still, have, watercolor change so black like this. But eventually it will be, if the detox is getting processed, the watercolor is becoming lighter like this. So this is the example of the third session. The watercolor is changed, lighter brownish orange color. And at the fifth session, it's much lighter than this before. So why do we have toxic stuff in our body? And lots of people, care about what they need to eat. And they, try not to eat too much sugar, too much salt, too much butter, too much, ready-made food, too much, but, food or drinks, or, not, binge drinking or eating. However, not many people pay attention to how to detox toxic stuff out of body. So if you have a constipation, you need to, drink, 1 liter or 2 liters a day of, of water, and then see how it goes. When I was younger, like when I was in, like 12, 13 years old, I used to have a constipation, but I don't now because I drink lots of water, 2 liters a day. But at that time, I think I had only like 500, milliliters, water or tea, not that much. And then that was the cause of a constipation. Okay. So what is toxic to the body? Examples, heavy metals. Lead is found in exhaust gases, lead pipes, and industrial waste. And mercury, which can contaminate fish supplies and is present in tooth amalgam fillings. Mercury, akin to plutonium is among the most toxic substance known to humans. So heavy metals, and if you live in a big city, pollution is really bad. So, that can be one reason. Mold is another reason. So if you live in the UK, this is very, familiar, isn't it? So certain mold, like a blue one or a black one, mold species produce mycotoxins that can compromise cellular health. Exposure towards damaged buildings and genetic susceptibility can exacerbate mold toxicity, losing the capability to eliminate mycotoxins from the body, leading to chronic inflammatory response syndrome. So, it causes inflammation. So if you have mold on the walls in your house, it's better to, get rid of that as much as possible. So you can spray like, diluted vinegars, white vinegars on the wall. That can actually help. And another toxins example is endotoxins. Overgrowth of bacteria, fungus, or yeast in the body can generate endotoxins, which can be harmful. So on top of these, additional stuff is like antibiotics. And if you take antibiotics too, often and for too, long, the body is not going to be responding at some point, and it's not going to be effective at some point. So, if you want to if you want to recover from illnesses at some point, it's not going to work. So every year, I think in England, about 2,000 people die because antibiotics is not working anymore. So doctors, some doctors in the UK, they know, and they are educating other doctors because not many doctors know the side effect of antibiotics. Okay, so if you go and then see a doctor, and then if they are easily prescribing antibiotics, you need to be careful about that because when you really need it for serious one like flu or COVID, and if it doesn't work, it increases the risk of the death. Okay, then the symptoms of all these toxic stuff in the body is inflammation, muscle and joint pain, sinus inflammation, headache, cramps, skin complaints, something like eczema, psoriasis, and fatigue, intestinal problems, difficulty concentrating, and memory loss. And then, period, issues and sleep disturbance and intelligence and focus level is going to go down. And puffiness under the eyes. So these are like a typical, symptoms. Then people, however, some people can't use Ionic foot bath detox system. If you are pregnant, you can't. And if you have pacemakers, metal joints, or implant in the body, you can't. If you have epilepsy, you can't. If you have undergoing radiation or chemotherapy, you can't. If you have type 1 diabetes, you can't. If you have a wound on the leg and the wound is not closed or healed, you can't. So if you have any other concerns and illnesses, especially related to kidneys and then liver, it's better for you to consult your GP in advance. However, from my personal point of view, some people don't believe it, but I used it and I experienced my body is feeling lighter. It's not dull, and then I could see the watercolor is changing, and then every single time when I do detox, the watercolor is actually getting lighter. That means it's detoxing and it's actually being processed. Then this is the actual photos. So if you are interested in, we offer at Bond Street. So while you are receiving talking therapy, while you are talking, about your distresses, or if you want to have a massage on your head, your shoulders, your neck, and while you are having a massage on a chair, you can also have this, foot bath detox as well. And then your feet will be put into the, warm water. So there is also, relaxing, relaxation effect as well. Then you can find the information, more information on the website, and you can find the menu Ionic Foot Bath Detox here. Okay, so this is the link. You can find the information from here. And then, there are many other menus available. So if you would like to talk about more about the mental health issues, or talking therapies, or if you would like to have a, massage or Reiki or healing session or psychic reading session, everything is available. So you can come and then, book a session by sending an email. Okay. Thank you for listening today. If you have any comment, it would be great if you can post a comment below. Then, and if you have any questions, you can also post your question below as well. If you liked the video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you and have a good day.